You were taught to discipline your thoughts, to silence the noise, to win over your emotions, to treat your mind like a battlefield, as if peace could only be earned through control and chaos had to be conquered with force. But what if that's not the way? What if your mind was never meant to be fought? What if your mind is a forest? Not a tidy, groomed garden, but a vast, living, breathing space, wild, unpredictable, and yet deeply harmonious in its own rhythm. The forest doesn't apologize for the sound of the wind. It doesn't try to mute the rustling leaves. It doesn't stop the river from flowing. So why do we try to mute our minds? 1. The illusion of inner war. From an early age, we are trained to see discomfort as the enemy. Anxious thoughts must be eliminated. Sadness must be covered up. Overthinking must be fought. And so we put on armor. We build defenses. We enter our own minds like soldiers, ready to attack. But what happens when you go to war against yourself? You lose, always, because the part you're fighting is you. Zen does not see the mind as something to fix. It sees the mind as something to witness. The moment you fight a thought, it grows stronger. The moment you resist an emotion, it becomes heavier. But the moment you simply sit with it, without judgment, without clinging, without naming it as good or bad, it passes, like a cloud across the sky. 2. The forest within. A forest is not silent. It is full of movement. Winds blow, leaves fall, creatures stir. There is a pulse, not of stillness, but of life. Your mind is the same. Thoughts are the rustling branches. Memories are the roots, hidden and ancient. Emotions, like weather, shift and change. You don't need to stop the rain to enjoy the forest. You only need to stop fearing it. The Zen path teaches us to observe, not interfere, to be present with all that arises, as if walking through the forest with soft steps, eyes wide open, heart calm. No part of the forest is wrong. Even the thorns, even the darkness belong. So too, no part of your mind is wrong. Even fear has a voice. Even sadness has a story to tell. 3. Letting go of the need to control. We are addicted to control. We want to pick and choose our emotions. We want clarity, not confusion. We want happiness, not sorrow. But the forest doesn't obey your preferences. It grows how it grows. And if you try to prune it too much, you kill its essence. Likewise, your mind isn't meant to be curated. It's meant to be known. Zen teaches that liberation doesn't come from victory, but from surrender, not giving up, but giving in, to the moment, to what is, to the deep breath that says, "This too is part of me." When you let go of the need to fix your mind, it begins to soften, like a wild animal that stops running when you stop chasing it. 4. The observer's path. In the Zen way, you become the observer. You are not your thoughts. You are the space in which they appear. You are not your anxiety. You are the awareness that notices the anxiety. As you walk through your forest mind, you don't pull at the branches. You don't uproot the trees. You simply walk. You listen. You breathe. There is a moment deep in the practice when you realize the mind doesn't need to be silenced. It only needs to be heard, truly heard, without trying to change it. And in that hearing, it changes on its own. 5. Harmony over silence. Many chase inner silence, thinking that a quiet mind means a peaceful life. But silence can be forced, and forced silence is just repression in disguise. Zen does not seek silence, it seeks harmony. Harmony is when the wind, the birds, the rain, and the silence all exist together, and none of them feel out of place. Your thoughts don't have to stop. Your emotions don't have to disappear. Peace is not the absence of noise. It is the presence of acceptance. When you no longer need the mind to be different, You realize it's already complete. 6. Walking home. So what now? The invitation is simple, not to meditate for hours, not to silence the chatter, but to walk differently inside yourself. The next time a storm comes, don't build walls. Step under the trees, listen to the rain, watch how the forest breathes through the chaos. Let your mind be a forest. Let it be wild. Let it be honest. Let it be alive. The path of Zen is not to win, but to return, to come home to yourself, again and again, with open eyes, open heart, and quiet steps. Your mind is not broken. It's just been misunderstood. You are not weak for feeling deeply. You are not lost for wandering. You are not behind for being still. You are a forest, full of ancient knowing, full of quiet miracles, full of life. And the moment you stop fighting is the moment you start listening. And in that listening, you will find what you were chasing all along: peace, not as an achievement, but as a remembering, a return to what was always there.